Welcome back, collectors. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on another classic cat model from Conrad in the mid-1980s. This is the Caterpillar CS-653 single drum vibratory compactor with a smooth drum. So during that time period, again, we're talking late 80s, early 90s, both Conrad and NZG shared the Caterpillar license, and as such, they had a tendency at times to share very similar box styles. So you would have outline drawing of the machine right here, a description above, the cat logo. Bottom of the box, you can see that it was made by Conrad right here with a model number of 2889, made in Germany and 1:50 scale. Caterpillar written nice and large up here, and then the officially licensed product of Caterpillar Inc. Now, I do have to say one thing about these packages. A lot of times the boxes were really just about the perfect size for the model. Sometimes they were a little too small, so they often are jammed in here really tight. Let's see if we can get this model out without too much issue here. Yeah, slid right out perfectly. How about that? So, here's our roller. And there you go. You're ready to display it. So obviously this version is the first release of the model in the old cat belt line logo. Later on it was updated to reflect the cat pyramid logo and the pyramid trade dress that Caterpillar adopted in the early 1990s. As far as I can tell, they never made a padfoot version of this roller. Again, I could be mistaken, but I have never come across one, and I've never seen a picture of one. So it appears as though, as far as this model goes, they only made a smooth drum variation of it. First thing that I'll point out that I really like about it is that it came standard with an orange beacon light, and it's very realistic looking. I really like it, as you can see right on top of the cab there. Also, for its age, the decal application is top-notch. You have your Block C logo there, cat there, CS-653 in the black belt line, Caterpillar right above the back part of the engine, rubber exhaust, rubber air cleaner, little light right here, and then Caterpillar written across the very top portion of the drum guard. The interior portion of the cab features a steering wheel, an operator seat, and a couple joysticks right here, which again are a little bit difficult to see on camera, but they are there. You can also, I believe, remove the cab to get a really close look at it. There you can see a better look at the two gear levers here, joysticks, your steering wheel, and your operator's seat. The machine features a fantastic range of articulation as one of its moving parts. And the other moving part, of course, is the fact that the very heavy drum will roll, as does the rubber tires on the rear axle. So let's go ahead and put the cab back on to give you the full look here. Hopefully it'll just snap back on. Perfect. And then we'll get another good look at it. So obviously I'm a huge fan of anything cat related, particularly when it comes to paving equipment in 1/50th scale. As far as this model goes, you can still find them on the secondary market, but they are increasing day by day in terms of value, which it seems like everything is in this particular aspect of our hobby. Do I think it's worth some of the prices that I've seen them go for lately? I'm not so sure about that. If you have the opportunity to pick one up for a decent price, I'm saying I wouldn't pay any more than $60 personally. I would definitely jump on it, especially if it's one that's in this good a shape, complete with the original packaging. Absolutely. It's always crucial, especially new people that may be watching this video. You always want to have the original packaging on a model. It makes a huge difference in terms of the overall value and the collectability factor of any scale model to have its original packaging. So I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, as great of a model as this is, and as huge as the nostalgia factor is, there's also been a few, not a lot, but a few compactors made by NZG, and later by Diecast Masters most recently. Norscot surprisingly never made a soil compactor, a single drum soil compactor like this that you see. NZG made a few, so I have a couple different examples. I'll show you this first, which is the CP-553C. Now this is a padfoot version with an enclosed cab. They also made a version of this, obviously in a smooth drum and with ROPS as well. So a very nice looking machine. Again, we're talking mid-1990s for this model. And again, you have that blue tinted glass on here as well. So that is a, keep in mind, that's a 563C. They also made smooth drum and pad foot versions of the 583C in both enclosed cab and ROPS versions as well. Again, talking same time period here with the mid-1990s. Now, interestingly enough, Norscot, as I mentioned, never made a single drum soil compactor. In fact, it was over 20 years, and I alluded to that in my review of the next model that you're going to see. 20 years before a 1/50th scale soil compactor was made next. But boy, did they deliver. And when I talk about they, I am referring to Diecast Masters with this. This is the most recent 1/50th scale soil compactor by Caterpillar that you can get on the market. It's the Diecast Masters CS-11GC. Now, as of the filming of this video, you can only get this model in the smooth drum variation. I don't know if they plan on doing the same model with the sheep's foot or pad foot drum like you see here. I think it would be great. I also think it would be great if they go full-on old school and remove the enclosed cab and stick with a more traditional US-style ROPS variation that we see very often in this country, where most contractors either just don't or can't afford to pay for the full-on enclosed, sound-suppressed, and air-conditioned cab to keep the operator comfy for his 12-hour shift. So there you go, collectors. That's a quick review of most of the Caterpillar soil compactors that are available and have been available throughout the past 3 decades, a little bit over the past 3 decades anyway. You let me know down in the comment section below which is your favorite, going back to and circling back again to the very beginning part of this video just to do a very quick recap. Once again, it's the Conrad Cat CS-653 single drum vibratory compactor, soil compactor. I do think it is a fantastic model, particularly this variation in the late 80s Beltline logo. I think any Cat model in the Beltline logo was just spot on, just looks great. Again, if you can find it anywhere from between $50 and $60, I would encourage you to snatch it up. I would not pay the astronomical prices that I've seen them go for on some of the auction sites. Unless you absolutely have to have one, that it's your money, that's totally up to you, but I just don't think that it's necessarily worth that much. As far as the NZG rollers go that you saw before, again, very nicely made, very solidly made pieces. A lot of us collectors that are in our 20s and 30s grew up with those. Maybe they were some of our first scale models that we bought. I know that's certainly the case with me. And as far as the new Diecast Masters CS-11GC goes, again, very affordable and a fantastic model as well. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so very much for watching. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next review.